We got this wheel horse transmission I need to rebuild. This is an old one that was laying around. Most of the shafts turn except for this one here, where the brake drum attaches. So that's locked up solid. I ran into a few problems taking it apart. Figured I'd document that. Couldn't get that roll pin out right here on this piece. That's a pretty common problem. You can see that it's already been, the hole's already wallered out, so I decided I didn't need to save this piece, so I went ahead and cut this shaft in half. So then my next problem was this key is stuck in here. Alright, we're going to grind this thing off flush here. Alright, I just happen to have this bench here that has a hole in it. So the axle is sticking downward through the hole, left side up. This is the way the manual says to take these apart. Alright, you gotta take your shifter out. And this is held in by a set screw with a lock nut. Once you get that out, this should pull right out. So now this should come off over the top of these shafts. Okay. Now from here, the only thing you can get out of here is this piece right here. Everything else is locked in there. You got to take the bolts loose on the other side to let that float so you can get pieces out now. Alright, we got the bolts out the other side. Let's see if we can knock this loose with our plastic mallet here. Alright. Then you can get this piece out. That's your cluster gear. Piece in the center moves. These gears are keyed on each of these gears are keyed to that same center shaft. Now these you have to slide down because there's forks that engage into those grooves. Alright, to get that second moving gear out of there, slide this shifter lever up a little bit. Get that out. Should be able to move these back and forth. That's what your shifter moves, back and forth. Okay. So now I got 3 pieces still there. This gear just barely fits around those bosses in there. There you go. And look at the crud in there. Alright. This should lift out. That lifts out. And this one does pull out. So I'm going to clean the other end of the shaft a little. Should come right out. Alright, I got this set of gears here. And this gear's keyed to that shaft. We're going to try to press it apart. Shouldn't be too much of a press fit. Okay, got to get the key out in order to get the shaft out. Might be able to move this other gear a little bit, but only till you get to the key. Okay, now we'll get the keys out of there and get the shaft out. This all feels good. Probably just clean it and put it right back together. Alright, next we need to get this differential apart. You can see they use one roll pin and two shafts right here, so got a 2x4 here to support it squarely. I start with an oversized punch to get it down to where it's flush. Alright, do the same thing on the other side. These parts look good. So next you gotta poke out them pins right there. That's next to come out. So I got me a piece of a 2x4 here that fits into this slot like that, so it gives me pretty good support. Start with the oversized punch again. I think I'll just get them both while I'm here. Okay, that sets them down flush. Well, you can see you can't get one gear out until you get the other axle down below flush because of the way they fit in there. So this axle has to come out now. I think I'll push that out with the arbor press.